We're live.
Button is on.
Streaming Facebook Live.
I feel like we need to show them our pre-podcast like handshake.
What is it? The hug?
Is it the hug?
Which one?
I don't know.
The high five?
We'll have to come up with one.
We got a bunch of them. It
We
depends
do.
on the situation.
I know, but I feel like we need a podcast, like preview podcast. You know.
Like fist pump or
Yeah, like a whole routine, like a whole schedule.
I'll have to brainstorm that a little bit. You can't just spring that on me right now, right?
Alright, I guess so.
All right, so if you're tuning in live on Facebook or you're watching the live video after the fact on YouTube, we're gearing up for episode number 10 here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so you get to see me set up the app, our podcast recording app, and I'm already here, so I'm just going to hit record. And here we go. This is Joey Atlas welcoming you back to Wait Loss for Women, episode number 10. I'm Joey Atlas, and I'm here with who?
Nikki Doherty.
Nikki Doherty, my co-host here this week. So last week, was it you or Corinne?
I think last week was me.
Yeah, that's right. Corinne was before that, number 8.
Corinne was number 8. Mm-hmm.
Well worth going back and watching and listening to.
Absolutely.
A lot of good stuff we covered in there. And I also did the post I did for hers last week on the sculptfit.com site blog.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled up her podcast that she did with me over 2 years ago.
I saw that.
Just for a little visual and comparative. But there was a lot of really good stuff shared in that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I pulled it up so
Mhm.
people can get a glimpse of her personal journey,
Yeah.
how far she's come, but also the great stuff she shared over 2 years ago, about 2.5 years ago,
Yeah.
when she did that episode. So
A lot of great stuff in both.
a lot of great stuff. So we're just jumping into things right here. So the app is recording. You're listening to us on the podcast. You're seeing us on the video. As you're watching us on video, and of course as you're listening on the audio, think of somebody else who needs to hear what we're sharing, and either share this with them directly by using the share button that you would see on your device, or if you're watching on a laptop or listening on a laptop, streaming it, just copy and paste the link and email it to them, text it to them, however you want to. But the more you help spread the word, the more reach and impact we get to have, and the better this world becomes, because we have a more positive impact on more people, right? So where are we starting today, Nick?
Well, I know.
What are we going to start with?
I don't know. We're a little off. We had a busy morning this morning.
Yeah, so that's why we're slightly. If you're watching on the video, you see, if you've watched previous episodes, we have the cam and the angle set up a little differently in the studio here today. And so 2 things. Number 1, we would like your feedback. And if you're listening on the audio, come to the YouTube channel. Just come to YouTube and search for us as Wellness and Weight Loss for Women. And take a look at the last few videos. This one being number 10, you'll see a different camera angle. Let us know what you think. It's kind of off-center. We don't have the Sculpt to Fit Home Gym System 5.0 in view. We have the 3.0s behind us that are in the studio models. And we just want your feedback. If you don't like what you're seeing, let us know. If you like the previous ones where we have the cam facing the center of the room and we have the Sculpt to Fit Home Gym System right behind us, the black and turquoise one, let us know you like that. And so we can plan on future episodes being the way you want to see it and receive it. So yes, it was a busy morning, and why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we had 4 awesome classes. Our normal group classes, which if you are local, if you're listening to this, or you are watching us here, and you're a woman in the Mandarin, St. John's, Jacksonville area, we have classes that come in morning and evening, group classes, women only. Coach Corinne rocked them this morning, made a lot of great progress.
Nice.
And then we got into putting some Kaiser professionals going through their group
Kaiser
exercise.
University.
Yeah,
Right.
their group exercise class. They came in to see what we're all about.
Yeah, that was awesome. So I forget the name of their program, but it's along the lines of a health and sports medicine.
Medicine and health, yeah.
So we've gotten several really good extern interns from their program to participate here, and then some have chosen to stay with us to become part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And in that relationship, we've explored various projects, and I had Professor Ryan in here to do a one-on-one training session with me. I think it was last year.
Yep.
And this was great for him to bring his group exercise students in for an actual group exercise session so that they can experience what something unique and different is out there in the marketplace. And we got it all on video. Mm-hmm. we caught the whole session on video, and we caught all of their feedback at the end, which was very eye-opening. Awesome. Mm-hmm. Fantastic feedback. We were not surprised, but it was good to see how surprised they were. Mm-hmm. And we'll share that video with everybody listening and tuning in now. If you want to see that video when it goes live, be sure to go to fitnesstraining.live, fitnesstraining.live. Sign up for all of our free materials there. And when our newsletter goes out with that video, when it goes live on one of our channels, we will share that video with you. It's a really good session. Yeah. Feedback at the end was awesome. And we're looking forward to each of them, as part of the assignment, has to write a reflection letter or a reflection email to kind of think about the experience they went through, how they feel the day after, which will be tomorrow, and how this affects them as professionals in a contextual manner. Like, they're going to school to go into the fitness and wellness and health field. How did this experience shape what they now know and believe and think about the possibilities for themselves and for the greater population out there? Yeah. So we know there's going to be some good feedback because of some of the things that came about at the end. Absolutely. Really, really powerful.
Really great. And for people that, if you're a client in studio, we put them through the same exact thing that our ladies do in studio. We didn't change anything.
Right.
So it's the same exact configuration exercises that our current ladies are doing in studio. This class happened to be all males. We had a couple people played baseball. Sure. A couple guys had taught HIIT classes. They were really surprised.
Yeah, they're all good guys. Awesome. Yeah. Even Professor Ryan's still learning stuff when he comes in here. They're very used to what has been out there and what is out there in the mainstream that's top of people's minds because it's getting the most media attention. And the main thing that they took away here was how slowing down allows you to change your entire program, really, because you're changing a critical factor, slowing things down and removing momentum from any of the exercises you're doing. Mm-hmm. It's a very different scenario than moving fast, moving as much weight as many times as possible. Mm-hmm. It's on the different end of the spectrum. So now what you actually do changes. And they went through it and they experienced what that feels like in a real session. And it was very eye-opening for them in a very good way.
Yeah. Slow down your movements if you're listening at home too.
That's right.
Next session that you have, slow it down. All right, let's see what we've got here. So we've had a couple of topics that were inspired by some coaching clients.
Yes.
We've got the fast food dieting success.
Awesome.
Our strict rules versus shifted mindset. Do you want to jump into that one?
Yeah. So these topics inspired by, most of these are from my long distance coaching clients. Mm-hmm. As I'm working with all these different people, different things come up at different times. Even though everybody wants to be healthier, stronger, more fit, mm-hmm. a better body composition, each of them is a different individual in this world with a very different life. Right? So we're working through the logistics of their life, their psychology, their constraints to make sure that they're doing the right things day in, day out to get the progress and the results they want. And so there will be similar conversations that unfold over time, but they happen at different times for each of these people, right? Because their life is their own. It's their own story unfolding. So one thing that occurred a few times, and this also came in some of the subject material in a podcast I was on last week, on somebody else's podcast. It's this fast food, I call it fast food dieting or fast food nutrition. In this fast-paced society we live in, it's become a regular American way of life. Moving fast, doing a lot, fitting a lot in. So many people come to rely on fast food, like being able to eat fast. Now, typically that stirs up images of bad food, right? Fast food, bad food, not good for you. And And generally speaking, that's correct, right? However, with the progress of how much these food companies have made and bringing in healthier options and choices for the people who do want to make those choices are available literally anywhere. So it's a matter of the person knowing this and then consciously going into every situation fully knowing that they can make better choices no matter where they're going. It's very rare that anybody's caught off guard where they have to make a horrible choice for their meal. So this fast food dieting now has, if you want it to be, it has better options for you. And one of the examples I spoke about on this podcast I was on was Starbucks. We all love Starbucks, right? It's a great place, great company, but you can go in there and you can literally destroy yourself with your choices. On the same note, you can walk in there and make fantastically healthy choices if that's your plan and if you know what to look for. Because there are plenty of choices throughout the store that are all geared toward a healthy lifestyle and healthy habits and wellness-oriented values. But it's a matter of going in and either looking in the bagel and pastry case and only seeing those and the cakes and the cake pops and all that stuff, or looking in the refrigerated section below and seeing a protein salad box, seeing an avocado cup, seeing a 90-calorie cheese stick, etc., etc., etc. And there's more than that, but it's a matter of knowing, planning, and then choosing, executing on the right actions. So when we know that, okay, there are these choices, even with supermarkets now, you can go into any supermarket, you can make choices that are going to kill you slowly or sometimes quickly, or you can go to the right places in the store and choose pre-made salads, like really, really good salads. Publix here is popular, Fresh Market, Earth Fare now is doing it since they're expanding here, Whole Foods of course. You can go in there and you can eat fast food, literally go in there, go to the salad bar and the hot food bar, make proper choices. You have all the veggies and salads you could ever want, protein choices, healthy carbohydrate choices to add in after your veggies and salads are the main foundation of your plates. Right. And you've made your proper choices fast. Quickly. Fast food. So when you know this now, we're not living by these strict rules of dieting, right? Because everybody who goes on a diet, they automatically place themselves in this strict rule mindset. I can't eat that. I can't eat those. I got to go eat this, right? And so now they struggle with even walking into a place to begin with, and it starts to affect their life and their mentality. If you incorporate this new knowledge, now instead of the strict rules, you have flexibility. You have nutrition flexibility, right? You can go almost anywhere because now you know what to do. Now you know what to choose, and you're making your choices based on your goals, your reasons why, your intentions, your purpose. So we get to replace those strict, mind-crushing rules of dieting with nutrition, flexibility, knowledge, and freedom. So instead of the tight rules, we now have the freedom. So that's the fast food dieting paradigm that I wanted to touch on. And it's a game changer for a lot of people.
It's a huge game changer.
Huge, because they realize, okay, I have to act on these goals that I'm stating I have and want for myself. And now you, coach, are helping me implement the things I need to do to be true to those goals. And I just have to take the actions. That means, okay, we're going to go to Starbucks for lunch. So I'm going to premeditate what my choices are going to be because I already know that it's there and that I've been told you can choose those things. Yeah. That's your choice bucket right there.
Love it. Yeah, busy people.
Right.
Make healthy choices.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see, the benefits of short mini workouts, or LIIT.
Excellent. So in the coaching scenarios, we try to find people find solutions to the obstacles, right? One of those obstacles is travel. The other obstacle is time, whether they're home, travel, wherever. And then the other obstacle is knowledge. Like didn't know I could do an 8-minute workout and have it benefit me. Right? Well, okay, you didn't know that. You actually somebody probably even made you believe it was false, that 8 minutes isn't going to do you any good. So now you're thinking, well, it's not even worth it. I won't do it. Truth is, if you're doing the right things and you're consistent and you're combining those mini workouts, we call them mini sessions, with other mini sessions strategically placed throughout your day, when you have the opportunity to do 4 minutes, to do 8 minutes, to do 10 minutes or 12, those little episodes of training add up to big results. There's a compound effect. So a few of the breakthroughs I've had with clients are, OMG, like I did them like you mapped out for me when we were on vacation, when I went on the business trip. Instead of having to spend 40 minutes at the gym doing the full routine, I was able to implement your mini sessions. And some people didn't even know I was exercising. I would go off in the spare room, or go out on the patio, or go out on the balcony. I would do my 6-minute thing, or the 8-minute thing, or the 4-minute thing, or the 10-minute thing. I didn't disappear, I didn't leave, nobody missed me. And I was able to make all my meetings, our events, whatever, and I feel awesome. And I feel psychologically I didn't miss anything. When I was doing those things, I felt like I was getting something out of them because of the way I did that 4-minute session and the style of exercises that I'm doing in those sessions. And that just, it makes people realize, wow, this is actually simpler and easier than I thought it used to be. And that's what kept me from doing all this stuff in the first place. Now I can do these little mini sessions, and these do benefit me, right? And so they start feeling that, they live in it, they experience it, and now it starts to change their whole paradigm. They realize, oh, me being healthy and fit is actually going to be much easier than I used to think. And that changes things psychologically, right? They realize, oh, I can do this. This can be my life, right? So it's living through it, experiencing it, and then realizing, oh, wow, this is going to help big time. So that was another breakthrough. That was huge.
And I think those are two of the most important things. People think, I don't have enough time to work out or exercise, and I don't have time to cook or eat properly.
Right.
You just hit them.
Yeah, those are not excuses anymore. Now, not all fitness professionals either agree with this or know about it, and so that's a problem, because a lot of people could be getting what could be intentionally helpful information, but if somebody doesn't know to teach that, they can't give them that information. So they're indirectly being misled to believe one thing, when in actuality, that's not the actual full truth, right? So it's a matter of, that's why we do this podcast. We take these lessons, we share them on video, we share them on audio to teach other people what our clients are experiencing, right? And so they can take that, either implement it themselves, or go to their trainer, their health coach, say, hey, check these people out. Just listen to some of the things they're sharing. Maybe there's stuff here that we can implement as well, right? So we make it spread farther, wider, and more people benefit.
Absolutely. Yeah, my brother, so Walter works in IT. So sometimes at 6 a.m. he's working, sometimes at 6 p.m. through 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. He goes in and out. So what's been most successful for him, and he is, he doesn't want to spend hours in the gym. We get him in 8 minute blocks. Doable, bite size, good to go. He feels better. He goes back to his desk.
Right. Massive, and that there's a tie into corporate wellness there. Like, corporate wellness does not mean you have to put $1 million gym in your facility, and then everybody has to take over an hour to go exercise, do their full training, hit the showers, right? A good corporate wellness program, whether it's for a business of 3 people or 30,000 people, it can be customized in a way that makes it very doable and logical and helpful to the individuals in the company and to the company as a whole. There's a good return on that investment, but the investment in the first place and the structure and the setup has to be right. So for the IT workers, doing these mini sessions, because of their odd schedule, it changes their life. But it's a matter of yes, no. So Walter's fortunate enough to have you, the pro, the top coach in his life, to guide him that way. Most other people don't have that person with that knowledge and guidance to take them there on that journey and show them the steps that actually do work. So again, that's why we share it here, spread the message farther and wider, and hopefully help more people in the process.
I love it. I love it.
just get in the way.
But
yeah, already on the grocery bag. So as usual, I had to trim it back a little bit because even though I don't eat a lot, when you're eating well, this stuff tends to add up. So if you're tuning in on audio and you want to see what I'm pulling out of the bag, the visuals, you can go to our YouTube channel and you can search Wellness and Weight Loss for Women. You will find us somehow, some way, or you can come track us down on Facebook, Sculptifit on Facebook. You can go to sculptifit.com. You can find our social media links at the bottom of the site. Come find us, come tag us. Say, hey, where's the video? Can you share the videos with me so that you can see any of the visual stuff that you might be missing on audio? If you are watching on video, then you're going to get to see this. So I have 5 items I want to share, so I'll go through them quickly.
All right, let's go.
So, and again, this is only to show people what us professionals eat, what's going inside of our bodies. Are we walking the talk, right? Are we doing it? So here we go. This is a 48-ounce, 3-pound bag of organic riced cauliflower from Costco. Huge bag, lasts you a bunch of meals. Doesn't get any better than this, right? 4 grams of carbs per serving. It's a great carb substitute that's extremely nutritious and healthy. And there's no excuses for not getting it, even with it being organic. Costco is bringing down the price, just like all these other places. Higher volume, more people are demanding organics because we know that most likely this is better for us and the environment. That's up for debate, but I am not going to be a guinea pig. I'm going to choose organics when and where I can because I don't want to find out 20 years from now that, oh, the herbicides and the pesticides and the fungicides, those actually are not good for us. And you know, a bunch of the population is going to end up getting this kind of cancer or that kind of cancer or that kind of brain disease. I don't want to be that guinea pig. If it turns out that non-organics are just as good and it was a big hoax, then okay, fine. But I'm not feeling that way. I don't believe that's going to be how this plays out. The other thing we got today is an empty bag of Bear baked crunchy apple chips, cinnamon flavor. Simple, easy, nutritious, delicious. These are non-GMO. Even though these are not organic, they're non-GMO, so no genetically modified organisms.
Now those you can find Starbucks, but you can also find those at gas stations.
Gas stations have.
So if you're in a pinch.
Costco has the massive bags sometimes. So bargain hunters, you can stock up on the big bags. Snackers, you can get these at almost any supermarket, Walmart, Target, CVS. Big company, growing fast. I have a container of empty container, steel cut oats, organic steel cut oats from Whole Foods. Love making steel cut oats. I actually eat these as one of my carbohydrates sometimes for dinner because I don't eat many carbs in the morning. So we're going to learn something new here. When does Joey eat his steel cut oats? Typically it's a morning food, right, for breakfast. Since I don't eat breakfast until midday-ish, this is not in my breakfast plan, but I do like making a big pot of these every couple of weeks. And it'll last me 5 days, and I'll have steel cut oats as my dinner carbohydrate. I'll put some cinnamon on it, I'll put some raisins on it, and it's like a desserty type carbohydrate that's super, super healthy. Lots of fiber, good, healthy, slow burning carbohydrates, even 5 grams of protein in a serving of this. Steel cut oats, there's an empty for you. 2 more empties. We've got my Newman's Own organic black tea. This is I've been drinking tea since I was literally a baby. Okay? And I'm not kidding. Tea is part of my body, it's part of my life, and tea is very healthy for us. A lot of good things from teas, polyphenols, cancer fighters, you name it. You can read all the research you want. I have to have a few cups every morning. And so this has been my go-to, my absolute favorite. Hardly any bitterness, if any at all, which is huge for tea drinkers. And it's organic. And I buy this in a case of 5 boxes like this on Amazon, and it's cheaper than most of the cheap teas in the supermarkets. Maybe it comes out to $4 for a box of 100. Organic. That is really, really good. So, love this stuff. So that's my Newman's Own black organic tea. And the last thing, something unique from our very own Publix here. If you're watching long distance or if you're tuning in long distance, Publix is one of the big southeastern chain supermarkets. They have a fantastic natural organic section in all of their stores. This is one of the products from that line. It's organic. Greenwise is their organic brand, their natural brand, under the Publix label. Berry flavored chia fruit bars. So it's only 160 calories. This is a fantastic little snack. All kinds of good stuff in here. Everything's organic. Has carbohydrates, but again, because it's small, it's low in carbs, relatively speaking, for a snack. Has 4 grams of fiber, 3 grams of protein, and just a highly nutritious, safe snack to choose that you can pack in your bag. Economically wonderful. You could bring them to the beach, put them in your bike pouch if you're going bike riding, and 4 come in a box. And even though I like making my own nutrition bars, which trump all of them.
You need to give me some more of those, by the way.
I got some in the works, don't worry, they're coming. I do like to try and sometimes buy some of these when I run short on my own,
Right.
or when I want something prepackaged that I can take to the beach or on a bike ride or what have you. And these do the trick. Really, really good, all organic. And that's Joey's bag for the week.
Joey's bag for
That's
the
it.
week. Awesome.
The grocery bag, the healthy grocery bag.
All right, so for our Q&A, it looks like we've got one here from Connie, who's friends with Annette. It has to do with dieting prison versus nutritional freedom.
Yeah, so this actually ties back to the original thing we were talking about, the fast food dieting. So she sent me a Facebook message, not an email, Facebook message.
Okay.
So her friend, it's Annette, right? Connie's friend Annette, they both decided they're going to do this weight loss thing together, like many friends do, right? But they had different opinions on how they want to go about it. So Annette was going to follow our stuff. She listens to our podcasts. She watches the videos. She follows our free videos.
Yeah.
She's even bought a few programs. But it all started from the freebies. And Connie was like, I'm going to try to do this without the health fitness theme. I'm going to try to diet my weight off, right? So Annette gets started. She's watching her videos, listening to the mindset stuff, listening to the podcast, the lessons in how to make choices based on your values, your goals, your intentions, etc., and also doing the exercises, some of the free stuff and some of the paid videos. And Connie, and then now she told me this story in the message she sent me. It's like an email, it comes through Facebook.
Yeah.
She said, I decided I'm going to diet my way. I'm going to eat much less. I'm going to cut out all junk food. I'm going to drink only water. And I'm going to be strict and diet the weight off instead of trying to change my mindset, trying to exercise, trying to get the workout clothes and think about when I'm going to go walking and when I'm going to do the lower body video versus the arms. I didn't want to do any of that. I just wanted to diet my way to getting the weight off. So I can't remember exactly, but she said it was about almost 2 months in to their parallel journey. Right. And they're friends, they're really good friends. So they were kind of trying to support each other, right? But Annette is making awesome progress. The crazy thing is Annette only dropped like 3.5 pounds in the 2 months, right? Connie, I think she said she dropped like 4.5, like 1 more pound. She said, even though I lost 1 more pound than Annette, and I'm only dieting, not doing like the lifestyle thing and the mindset change, she said, I'm really, really frustrated because Annette's body is changing. It's looking amazing. And she's feeling good. Like you can see Annette is happy, she's got energy, she's like into it. She's not like fighting the choices that she's having to make. It's like all natural for her. And it's like, and you can see her body, she's starting to tone up. Like her arms are toned, her butt is lifting, her midsection is shrinking. And she's like, I've lost weight, but I look in the mirror and I only look a little smaller. Like my body's not changing. I just look a little thinner. And I feel like crap. And I'm angry about it. Like I feel my energy stinks. I'm like struggling like with the choices I have to make throughout the day. Like I feel like I'm on a diet. It's like, and even though I lost a little more weight than Annette, and I should be more successful on the surface according to the scale, I'm miserable. I hate it. And I'm not envious of Annette. She's my best friend. Like, I love what she's doing, but I'm writing to you because she said, why don't you send him a message and tell him what you're feeling? And he might respond, because he usually tries to. So I said, this is awesome. Thank you for sharing it. We're going to talk about this in the Q&A part of podcast episode number 10. So I know Connie's tuning in. Maybe, hopefully, Annette is tuning in, whether it's on audio or video. So thank you for submitting that question. And thank you for tuning in for the answer. So she asked, what is going on? Like, I don't understand this. Can you explain why she's making that kind of progress and I'm making this kind of progress and hating life while I'm doing it? So the answer is, Annette is doing the things that we're supposed to change our health and our bodies. And as a result of that, your weight naturally, usually goes to where it's supposed to go. She's not focusing on losing weight through a diet. Whereas Connie, you are focusing on losing weight through a diet. You're trying to achieve weight loss by dieting. This yo-yo dieting approach that a lot of the world now is taking on, but typical Americans, when they need to lose weight, I gotta go on a diet. So they're following the fads. They might go back to something old that used to work for 3 weeks. But it's their whole mindset and their approach. So what's going on is that Annette is happy because she's changing her mindset and lifestyle based on her values and the future that she sees for herself. Whereas Connie is just taking a one-dimensional approach to dieting down for weight loss and fighting through it every second of the day. It's a psychological, emotional struggle. And on top of that what she told, I don't want to say what she's doing for this dieting for weight loss, because there's, you've got HCG shots, you've got these prepackaged like chemical food systems in a box that you take there's your snack, there's your lunch, you open the top and you heat it and eat it or something like that. And so I don't want to get into all that, but she told me what she's doing, and it's like, okay, this is like typical dieter stuff that dieters are going to try. They're going to fail, they're going to stop, they're going to rebound, and they're going to be worse off the next time, right? So answering this is simple. You're trying typical yo-yo dieter's approach. You're going to try all this crazy stuff that's out there on the market, whether it's HCG shots or medical-based weight loss with prescriptions that you can't sustain for life, or a prepackaged dieter's food plan, which is nasty in the first place. And you can't do that forever. And while you're doing it, you should feel miserable while you're doing that stuff. Because our bodies don't thrive on these diet products. Whether it's some kind of pills, right, that I saw mentioned there, dieting pills, weight loss pills, that we see all over the place on the internet, drugstores, department stores. Your neighbor might be trying to sell you a diet weight loss pill through her latest multi-level marketing company gig. It doesn't work. And Connie is living proof that stuff does not work and actually backfires. Annette's approach is working because that's what the body and the brain need and want. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to have habits of healthy living, of strengthening the body, nurturing the body with proper exercise, training it so the metabolism does what we want it to do, and then guiding your food choices to also be in line with these health and wellness goals that you have for yourself. Not a weight loss goal, but health, wellness, and longevity. So weight loss happens as a side effect, and the body composition starts to change. That's why when Connie looks at Annette, she's seeing her body form start to change and the shape changing, and it's becoming more aesthetically appealing. Even though that's not the main goal, it's what happens when you take care of yourself properly, holistically. So there's your answer, Connie. Did I answer Connie's question?
You did, yeah.
It's the reason why behind what you're doing in the first place, and then what you choose to implement as your plan for going after that why. So 2 different approaches, 2 different experiences, 2 different results unfolding before your eyes. Connie, you're seeing living proof with your friend Annette what happens when you go down 2 different paths. So we'd encourage you, get on the plan with Annette.
Yeah.
Start teaming up with her and doing the things she's doing, seeing it now that the way you went is going to backfire, and seeing what Annette is doing is actually working, and it's sustainable forever, for your life, for entirety, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. That is how we live.
Yep.
That's what we teach here in the studio. In the video, you can see the studio behind us. For our long-distance followers, clients, audience, listeners, video viewers, you guys already know, if you've been with us for a while, and you're living according to the things that we teach and all the materials that we share, you know that for yourself firsthand as well, that's the way we have to do this. We have to make it our lifestyle based on our values. If you're new here, if somebody really awesome shared this with you, whether it's the video clip or the audio, and you're brand new here just coming into our world, we encourage you, listen again, go watch some of the older ones, start learning what we teach and why, so that you can start reprogramming what's going on between your ears, so that you can have different thoughts, a mind shift, and start taking different actions that will get you where you want to go, you deserve to go, and where you need to go. Does that answer Connie's question in a good way?
That answers your question. Get rid of those prison bars.
That's it. Get you out of dieting prison, because what you've chosen to do is put yourself in a dieting prison, right? You're locked in, right? So freedom comes in the form of changing your whole approach and mindset, and now you're free to make all the choices that you want to make because that's what you want to do.
Yep.
Now you're living in freedom, right? Not the prison. So two very different scenarios.
Yeah.
So Connie, get out of that prison.
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
Break free, get with Annette, be with her in freedom, get the results, get your body changing, get your body composition changing, so that when you look in the mirror, you can see your form, your structure, your body composition is changing, not because weight loss is your goal, but because health, wellness, and longevity are your goal, and you're taking care of your whole body the way it's supposed to be taken care of.
Yeah, and let us know.
Yeah, let us know. And if you already have connections to Annette, you can hook up with her for all the materials she has in her hands. She'll show you where to get the freebies. She'll probably share some of her paid stuff with you. That's cool. But if you're new here and you want access to all the freebies, let's start with locals. If you're local, you can call or text right now.
Right now.
What's the number?
904-891-3680.
Right. If it's reasonable hours, if you're not watching this at 3 in the morning, you can call or text Nikki. Usually you'll answer.
I'll answer.
Usually.
Yep.
Right?
If it's 3 a.m., send me a text or send me a very detailed voicemail and I'll get back to you around 6.
Right. 904-891-3680. And if you are local, anywhere near the studio here in St. John's, Florida, Nocatee, Orange Park, Fleming Island, St. Augustine, even the beaches. Some people come from the beaches sometimes to come here. Yeah. Right? Come try this out. You can try on us, complimentary. Try the sample sessions. You can try the personal training sessions that we do in private. If you want a personal trainer that will train you according to our unique methods, you can come try it for free, experience it, and then you'll know, okay, I got to be here. This is what I want. This is how I want to train my body for health, wellness, and longevity. This is my fitness program. All you got to do is come try it. No obligations. You don't have to sign up for anything. We just want to teach you what proper fitness training should feel and look like to you. Now, if you're long distance, you don't live within the vicinity, and you still want our methods to be part of your life like they are part of ours, then all you got to do is go to fitnesstraining.live. We can start there, right? Get the freebies, get the videos. We're adding more free videos into that series. So start at fitnesstraining.live, sign up. You can share that with all the friends you want. The more people that we reach, the better. Then that'll introduce you to all of our other freebies, because we have other hidden freebies that we're going to be sharing with you. And it'll also give you access to any of our paid programs, our entire video on demand portal. We've got, I think, 90-something recipe videos, home office travel training videos, outdoor fitness videos, mindset videos. And we add to that every month so that you're in touch with us with the latest and greatest things we're doing. You have the complete back library to choose from, all your favorites, and you're always getting our latest material, new material, variety, and variations to keep you going and to keep you part of a community that is dedicated to this for life, for eternity. We'll be here forever. You could join us, travel that journey with us, because we'll end up doing it together. And when you do it together, it makes it that much more fun, that much more easy, doable, sustainable, because you're connected with like-minded people, all striving toward the same goals, not just for vacation, not just for the reunion, not just for the wedding, but for the rest of our lives. And that's where the difference is made, when we make this a lifestyle thing. So, you can also go to sculptofit.com, whether you're local or long distance, sculptofit.com. You can check the navigation links up top. You can find links to the blog where you'll see other videos, you'll see other podcast episodes. You'll be able to watch those, share those, listen to those, spread them around. And what else can we share if you're long distance? If you're long distance and you want more than just the free videos, you want more than some of the paid videos, you can actually order one of the home gym systems, the Sculpt-to-Fit home gym systems. We got 3.0 behind us, which is what the studio houses here. But we have version 5.0 already. You can look at some of the previous videos from the previous few weeks. You'll see version 5.0 right behind us. Next week, we'll probably have version 5.0 right behind us again with all the attachments and the accessories. But we have people who've bought in the first production run last year. They bought their own Sculpt-to-Fit home gym system for their families. They put it at their house. Some people put it in the office. Some people put it both and the vacation home. Which means that no matter where you are in this world, you can follow along exactly how we train here in the studio, how I trained at home, how all of our founding clients train at home who've bought their system already, and they follow some of our custom personal training videos so that they can train with us literally as if we're right there training them and their families. Everybody in the family gets to use it. We have programs for everybody. They can train as if we're right there, taking them through each specific training session. No questions asked. It's like having your own personal trainer, only that it's like having some of the best personal trainers guiding you on the best methods for you and your family. So we also have coaching options. If you need a long distance coach and you're having trouble like really sticking to it, navigating the finer subtleties and details of how to really make this a lifestyle forever, we can do a coaching program for 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever you need for your own situation. We can do a custom coaching program to really guide you day by day, week by week, month by month, until you graduate and you're fully ready to go on your own. So my point is, we got lots of options from local neighbors to people on the other side of the world and everybody in between. We've got all kinds of options, and they all start with our free material, because we know once you see how we can help you for free, that you're going to want to come into this world even more and see what other options we have that we can add to your life and your families, even your corporate location. If you have a workplace that believes in corporate wellness, corporate fitness, workplace fitness, we can help you with that as well. We have different ways to do that via our video portal. We can fly to you on site, customize your program, customize your layout. If you have a little bit of space or you have a lot of space, we can help you lay it out so that it maximizes the benefits it offers your staff, your employee base. And I think that's it. Did we cover it all?
I think we did.
We good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, is that the end of episode 10?
I think that may be the end of episode 10.
That is episode 10. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you tuning in on audio. We thank you for your time. It's important to us that we deliver really good information and helpful material to you. So if you want to give us feedback, any kind of feedback, good, positive, negative, indifferent, please do. Yep. We're open to hearing what you like, what you may not have liked, and what you want more of, so that we can bring you more of what you're looking for and what you need help with.
Yeah, this is for you.
That's it. We're going to close this out. I'm going to close out our audio app here. And until next time, this is Joey Atlas.
And Nikki Doherty.
Peace.
Awesome.
Good job.
All right, I'm going to hit the live button off. Still rolling there.
All right, so let's see if Nikki can do this. You're gonna hit finish, right?
Yeah.